Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video today. I'm so sorry I missed last weekend's upload. Life is just really busy. The house is still being renovated and it's still just a little bit chaotic. So fingers crossed, from next week everything or most of it will be finished and I can get back to uploading regularly and hopefully more than once a week as well. Anyway, today's video is going to be a kind of everyday flow, but specifically opening through the front body, the shoulders, the chest. Just to give us some openness, some energy, and just some feel-good vibes for the day. So when you're ready, we're going to come onto hands and knees. So come into a tabletop position. Just bring your knees so they're underneath the hips and then keep them there as you just begin to walk the hands forwards. We're going to come straight into our puppy pose. So begin to draw the forehead down towards the earth. If this is too much too soon, you can come into child's pose or maybe you place a block underneath the forehead. Anyway, once you're there, just take a moment to soften in. So soften the shoulders. Begin to feel the stretch through the armpits, through the chest. If you want even more sensation, you can come up onto the fingertips. Maybe you bring the chin onto the floor, but just find a moment here. Close the eyes as if you would in any other seated meditation pose. And then slowly just begin to find some control to the breath. So beginning to slowly inhale through the nose and slowly exhale through the nose. Beginning to find an equal breath and just beginning to arrive into this space. Lovely. And then together here, let's just seal the lips. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Really nice. On your next inhale, lift the gaze, look forwards. Place both forearms down onto the floor and then slide yourself forwards, coming into your Sphinx Pose. The elbows are now underneath the shoulders. The forearms are parallel. You're spreading the fingers wide. And then just begin to press down into the palms, into the elbows to lift you up through the chest. Good. Think about drawing the chest forwards, engaging through the lower body, the glutes, the thighs. Taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Lovely. From here, inhale. And then as you exhale, open the elbows wide, lower the chest and the chin all the way down to the mat. From here, we're going to slide the left arm out to the side. So the left arm is straight. You're going to place the right hand underneath your shoulders. Underneath your right shoulder, sorry. From here, begin to lightly press into the right hand to roll yourself over to the left. Hip stacks on top of hip, maybe leg stacks on top of leg, and you're just opening up through that left shoulder. If you want a little bit more, you might bend the right leg, place the foot behind you, and begin to take a little bit of a deeper twist, maybe looking up towards the sky. Just a couple of breaths here. Lovely. And then when you're ready, come all the way back to center. Bring that left hand underneath the left shoulder. Let's take the right arm out to the right. Same. We're going to press through the left hand. Begin to roll over onto the right until you feel that stretch through the right shoulder. Staying there, maybe bending that left leg, placing the foot behind you. Lovely. And then come all the way back to center. Let's bring both hands underneath the shoulders this time, squeezing through the thighs and the legs and the glutes. Let's inhale, press into the hands, lift into our first little cobra. Pull the palms back towards your hips as you draw the chest forwards. And then exhale, just lower all the way back down. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, lifting up into cobra. Again, shoulders back. Exhale all the way back down. One more time, inhale, lift all the way up. And then exhale, come all the way back down. From there, tuck your toes underneath behind you. As you inhale, press onto hands and knees, all fours position. And then exhale, just lift the hips up and back, come into your first downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out through the legs for a moment if the hamstrings feel a little bit tight. Always feels good to do regardless. Beautiful. And then in today's down dog, I really want to focus on the shoulders and the chest. So if you need to, bend your knees so that you can really press your chest towards your thighs. You've got a nice long straight spine. Let's stay here, hold it for a moment. Take a big breath in through the nose. Big sigh, let it go. Lovely. From there, keeping the knees bent, or bend them if they're not. Begin to walk the hands all the way back towards your feet. Come into a little ragdoll at the back of the mat. Let the head hang heavy. Good. Stay in stillness, or maybe a moment just swaying side to side, just letting go of the upper body. Perfect. Come back to center. Tuck your chin to your chest, bend your knees, and just begin to roll all the way up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, until you come all the way up to standing at the top of them, at the back of the mat, should I say. Lovely. Feet together or feet hip distance apart. Just find a nice tall stance. From here, let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Lovely, and as you exhale, we're going to cactus the elbows. Keep the tailbone drawing down towards the ground so you're not crunching into the lower back. As you inhale, straighten the arms back to the sky. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, fold all the way down over the legs. On an inhale, bring your hands to your shins, find a flat back, look forwards. And then exhale, refold over the legs. We'll repeat this twice more. On an inhale to stand up, reach the arms all the way up over the head. As you exhale, cactus the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting the gaze. Inhale, straighten the arms, reach all the way up. And exhale, forward fold, hands to the floor, nose to the knee. Inhale to flat back, hands to thighs, shins or floor. Exhale, refold, nose towards the shins. As you inhale, circle the arms all the way back up to standing, maybe looking to the thumbs. And then exhale again, cactus the elbows, draw the shoulder blades from left to right. Inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale, forward fold, hands to the floor, nose to the knee. Inhale to flat back, lengthen. Exhale, refold all the way over the legs. Inhale to circle the arms all the way up to the sky. And this time as you exhale, we're going to release the arms and interlace the fingers behind the lower back. Make a little fist with the fingertips, and then inhale, pull the fists away from the body as you lift and open the chest. And then as you exhale, bend the knees as you fold all the way over the legs, keeping the clasp with the hands if you can. Take a moment here, maybe finding stillness, or if you want to, maybe beginning to take some movements. Maybe bending one knee and then the other knee, dropping the right shoulder to the right knee and the left shoulder to the left knee. Just a few moments to work into the shoulders. Lovely, and then come back to stillness. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, let's release the fingers, placing the hands back to the floor. On an inhale, flat back, look forwards. And then as you exhale, begin to walk the hands all the way back forwards to the top of the mat, coming back into your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. On an inhale, look forward, step the right foot forward between the hands and go ahead and drop the left knee to the floor.
As you inhale, look forwards, reach the arms to the sky. Or if you want to, you can always interlace the fingers, place the hand onto the knee. Otherwise, maybe you want to cactus the arms. Just explore, become intuitive with the movement. Notice what it is you need in this low lunge today. Breathing in here and breathing out. Just one more breath in here. And then exhale, hands to the floor, frame the foot. As you inhale, step back to your first high plank position, strong straight arms. And then as you exhale, lower all the way to the belly, knees can be up or down. Untuck your toes, and this time we're going to interlace the hands behind the lower back. As you inhale, engage the lower body, lift the fists up and back behind you, lifting the legs, the chest, coming into locust pose. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. One more breath in. And then exhale, release everything down. Place the hands back underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, press into cobra or upward facing dog, lifting the thighs and the knees off the mat. And then exhale, push all the way back into your downward facing dog. Lovely. Big inhale. And exhale. Really nice. From here, let's inhale, look forwards. Exhale, the left foot steps forwards, drop the right knee to the mat. Again, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Maybe cactusing the arms, same variation as you did before. Or maybe you want to take a different variation, maybe interlacing the fingers behind the lower back. Just taking whatever it is, again, that feels good for you. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. If the hands are down, let's release the hands. Inhale, let's circle the arms back up to the sky. And then exhale again, hands to the floor, frame the foot. Inhale, step back to high plank number 2. And then exhale, drop the knees or keep them lifted as you lower all the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes, keep the hands where they are. This time, inhale, press into cobra or upward facing dog, lifting the thighs up. And then exhale, roll all the way back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Really, really nice. Let's inhale, look forwards. This time, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Drop the left knee towards the floor. And then inhale, reach the right arm forwards, up and back behind you, coming into this nice shoulder opener. Option to stay here or option to bend the left foot, left knee, grabbing hold of the foot, or maybe you don't, just to really feel the front of that left thigh begin to open. Lovely. Just a few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Lovely. Just one more breath in here. And then on your exhale, release the foot, release the right hand back where you found it. This time, keep the left knee on the floor. Step the right knee back to meet the left knee, so your knees are underneath the hips. Option to come into puppy pose, otherwise lower your forearms onto the floor. Tuck your toes underneath behind you and then lift the knees and the hips to the sky, coming into dolphin pose. Again, we're focusing on opening the shoulders, so think about pressing the chest towards the thighs. Good, and maybe you can begin to walk the feet a little bit closer to the face and just holding for about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly from there, take the feet back. Drop the knees onto the floor, lift the elbows, come back onto the palms, and then lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Really, really nice. From here, look forwards. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand and go ahead and drop the right knee down. This time, inhale, sweep the left arm forwards, up and back behind you, opening through the left shoulder. Again, maybe stay there, otherwise bend the back knee, grab hold of the foot or the ankle, and just think about drawing that heel towards the glutes. Just a few breaths here, opening through the whole front body. Lovely, just one more inhale. And then exhale, release the left hand back to the floor. Keep the right knee down, step the left knee back to meet the right knee. Again, option 1, come back to puppy pose, otherwise round 2 of dolphin. Forearms down, tuck the toes, lift the hips back. And then again, let's see if maybe we can walk the feet a little bit closer towards the face, really trying to lift the hips up and back behind us. Good, and once you're there, really press down through the arms, through the palms, holding for about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. From there, begin to walk the feet a little bit further back. Drop the knees onto the floor, lift back onto the palms, and then lift back into downward facing dog. Always an option to have child's pose if you need it. Take a deep breath in here. Maybe a sigh out. Really nice. From downward facing dog, let's take an inhale, roll forwards, come to high plank. As you exhale, lower all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes and release the arms either side of your hips. Begin to bend the knees. We're going to grab hold of the feet or the ankles, setting yourself up for Dhanurasana bow pose. Once you're set up, let's take an inhale. And then exhale, kick the feet away from you as you lift open through the chest. Really pressing the heels of the feet up to the sky, lifting open through the whole front body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Again, inhaling. Exhaling. Let's take one more breath in. And then exhale, release all the way back to the floor. Give the hips a little bit of a wiggle if you need to. And then when you're ready, place the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press into the hands, lift into cobra or upward facing. And then exhale, roll all the way back into downward facing dog. Just take a moment, bicycle the legs, shake it all out, any tension that's built up in the hips or the back. And then from there, we're going to look forwards, either sit down, step, walk, or hop all the way through to a seated position, and then come straight to lie on your back. Once you're laying down, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet about hip distance apart, place the hands either side of your hips, and your fingers might be able to just touch the heels of the feet. From here, either straight into bridge pose, or if you're ready, you can of course go into full wheel Urdhva Dhanurasana. Wherever you are, just set yourself up, take an inhale, and just lift the hips all the way up towards the sky. If you're in bridge pose, maybe interlace the fingers, tuck one shoulder blade under, tuck the other shoulder blade under. Really think about pressing through the big toe edges of the feet. And just a few moments to breathe here. Lovely, just take one more inhale. And then exhale, slowly release the fingers. Release the shoulders. And then when you're ready, just lower the upper, middle, and lower back all the way onto the mat. Just take a moment, rest with a neutral spine. And then we're going to come into one final round. So full bridge pose or full wheel pose, your choice. Just set yourself up. And then when you're ready, lift up into it, hips draw up towards the sky. Again, maybe interlacing the fingers if you're in bridge pose and just shuffling those shoulders underneath you. Really nice. And then slowly when you're ready, again, release the fingers. And then lower the upper, middle, and lower back all the way down. Just hug the knees into the chest, wrap your hands around the shins, give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then hands behind the knees, roll all the way up into a comfortable seated position. Doesn't matter how you're seated, just sit with a nice tall spine. From there, let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And then as you exhale, an easy twist to finish off. Twist to the right, place the left hand onto the knee, right hand behind you. Take another inhale as you lift the chest, and another exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. Really, really nice. From there, let's again inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand onto the knee, left fingertips behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, twist again all the way to the back of the room. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. And then exhale, just release the hands next to the body. Good. From there, just give the arms and the shoulders a little bit of a wiggle. Just loosen everything out from all that work. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Place the hands onto the knees, grow tall through the spine, and just for a moment, close down the eyes. Seal the lips. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Drop the chin to the chest. And just take a moment to thank yourself for showing up, for creating space and energy. And a massive thank you for sharing your time, practice, and energy with me today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back on the mat for another video again